felt so sorry for Frisco. He'd set his heart on nailing this suspect, you know.
Perhaps that was the problem. Maybe he should have let his head lead him and not his heart.
No, I spoke to him about that too.
But then again, I'm the last one who can give advice. You know, the way I feel, I'd like to get out and separate Mark Carlin from his word processor and process a little sense into him personally.
And give him even more ammunition against us. Just forget about Carlin, will you?
How can I? He's zeroing in on you, the woman I love, and I'm responsible for that.
Oh, she forgives you. Besides, she can take care of herself.
I still can't work out what I did to deserve such a gorgeous, courageous...
More?
Oh, just a stunning woman.
Come on. You lucked out, I guess, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Certainly did.
Oh, go away. Not you. What do you want? Yes, I'm coming. Hello?
Chief Devane?
Yes, this is she. Who's this?
A disgusted citizen. Do all of us a favor and get the hell out of the police force. You're as corrupt as the criminals you pretend to protect us from. You're the one who should be behind bars.
Who was that?
Oh, it was the wrong number. It was very wrong. Good night. Good night.
This is Mark Carlin. Sorry I'm not here right now. If you'd like to leave a message, please wait for the tone. Thanks.
Mr. Carlin, this is the source of your hottest scoop. Watch yourself. You've gone too far.
Any chance of us picking up where we left off?
I'm not in the mood.
Oh, dear. I've never known a woman to be turned off by a wrong number.
Day's been a wrong number.
Yeah, courtesy of Mark Carlin.
We'll manage though, won't we? We've still got each other, right? Right?
Yeah. Are you kidding? Do you think some stupid newspaper article's going to change that?
No. It'll take more than that.
I'll get it this time.
No. No, I want to get it. Yes.
Tramp.
No.
Not again.
Because you're a hunch or cop, you can do what you like. You're no better than a common streetwalker. In fact, you're worse. At least they don't pretend to something they're not.
How did you get my number? Hold me. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, I wish we'd never met. It would have been better for both of us.
Don't ever
you see what they're trying to do? They're trying to tear us apart.
That will never happen. Just you hang tough, Anna Devane. The one thing we can't afford to give up is the one thing they cannot take from us. Do you understand that? That is our love. And with that, we can survive.
Can you give me an update on the hit-and-run investigation?
There's an outside chance we may have a picture of the vehicle.
A picture?
Right. There was a lady that was across the street. She was with her grandchildren. She was taking pictures of them. She heard the screech of the tires. She jumped. I'm just hoping that maybe she might have got a shot of the car.
It's a long shot, Frisco.
I know that. I'm staying cool. It's just that, well, I got some men looking for her right now.
Good morning. I have some invoices here from the warehouse. You better take a look at them.
Yeah, okay, good.
Oh, you have the morning paper?
Yeah.
Have another chance to take a look at it yet?
Oh, you can relax. I paged through it. There are no stories about you and Anna from Carlin.
So, well, that's good. You know, she's taken enough.
I think these Carlin stories are eventually going to flatten out in the long run. It's not going to hurt Anna.
Yeah, well, as you know, there's another secret here, and I have the feeling that this Carlin person is sniffing around the edges, and that, you know, there's something that I should do to stop this.
Oh, Duke, come on, will you?
Would you check this over before I transmit it, Mr. Donald?
Yes, yes. Duke, could you wait? I'd like to finish what we were talking about. Thanks.
Why'd you wait so long to get back to me, Mr. Carlin? Didn't you get my message?
Yeah, I got your message.
Then why'd you wait so long?
Frankly, I didn't like being told by my informant that I was going too far.
Informant?
You?
I am a concerned citizen, that's all.
Sorry you don't like the sound of the word informant.
Never mind, I don't want to stand here and quibble with you. I want you to back off from your new line of investigation.
Be very careful about giving me orders. I'm writing the story, not you. Are you still there?
Yes. Perhaps we have misunderstood each other.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
I just want you to expose Anna Devane, the chief of police. I don't know why you started writing about Angus Mackay.
You don't know how it is with an investigative reporter. I mean, you lift one rock looking for a story, and suddenly before you is the possibility of an even bigger story. I'm a good reporter. I get a better lead on a better story, I follow it.
That's not what I'm after.
You're after Anna Devane.
You make it sound personal. I'm after the chief of police of the city.
Ah, that old concerned citizen.
I think you're being facetious, Mr. Carlin, and I don't like it.
Who are you?
Mr. Carlin!
Look, mystery is fine, up to a point.
I'm not being mysterious. I'm afraid of retaliation.
That's what I thought.
Good.
In the beginning.
What do you mean by that?
You know too much, and you're not telling me. Now, look, why don't you just tell me who you are, and we make it an even bigger story than I'm on right now? How about it? I've been known to protect my sources of information. If that's what you're after, we could work something out. Are you still there?
Yes. And the answer is no.
Well, don't make it a firm no. Wait till you read my next article in the afternoon edition.
All I want you to do is to go back to the original story that I put you on.
I think you're hiding a bigger story. Look, I can make your part in this anonymous. I can guarantee that. I'll get my publisher to guarantee it, too. And what's fairer than that? Source, are you listening? Damn it, I'm gonna find out who I...
Thank you. All right, Duke, let's lay this thing out, huh? You think that Mark Carlin's delving into the Angus angle is going to lead him to Orleans, right?
Yes.
And you think that once he gets there, he just might figure out what the secret of Orleans is, right?
That worries me, yes.
All right, buddy. At this moment, you and I are the only two people in the world who know that Camellia killed the man who tried to rape her. And you and I are the only two people who know that you and Angus hid the body and failed to report the murder to the police. Now, Angus is gone. And Camellia, to this day, still has no idea what she did.
Yeah, just look how far this Carlin fellow's come, though.
Yeah, but after this, it's a dead issue.
Yeah, thank God I've got you to talk to about this. At least I shared the secret. Did you know what I'd have done by now?
Yeah, I can think of several things.
Yeah, I would have had it out with Carlin. I'd have told him to lay off.
And that would have been a terrible mistake, my friend.
Yeah, I know that.
Now, come on, you gotta chill down here. Ride this thing out.
If it was only me that was involved, then yes, I could do that. But Anna's involved in this, and I have to protect her.
Look, if you go after Carlin right now, you're only going to make things worse.
Oh, could it be worse?
Yes.
The things I put Anna through. There's something, there is nothing that I can do. My hands are tied.
Look, to stand still and do nothing takes courage. To counterattack right now would be foolhardy.
Okay, yeah, so that's the rational point of view. What about Camellia?
So far, she's not even in the limelight.
Yes, but Carlin could get to her.
She knows nothing of the secret.
Be able to let off steam with Hughes. Well, Saves me from making foolish mistakes. I appreciate it.
Good. How would you like to look on the bright side for a moment or two, huh?
Is there one?
Yes, there is. The setup we have with HDI, for example. Now, that could be very, very profitable. I mean, a lot of money. I've been doing some calculating. I think you'll be able to pay off your debts much sooner than you thought.
Well, the way I look at it, I can probably pay off my debts by winter.
How does a summer wedding sound to you?
You think?
I do. Or is that your line?
Right. Frisco.
What's the word on our girl?
The best. She's right outside. You want to talk to her in the squad room?
Oh, no, bring her in here. I'd like to sit down.
Good.
Mrs. Gilbert.
Yes,
Right here, please.
Oh, certainly will.
Hello, Mrs. Gilbert. Thank you for coming. This is the Chief of Police, Anna Devane.
How do you do, young lady?
Would you please take a seat?
Oh, thank you, young man.
You do remember our conversation that we had earlier, yes?
Oh, of course I do. My goodness, my memory may be rotten about a lot of things, but you certainly don't forget being questioned by the police, especially over such a sad, sad affair as that was. That poor young woman being killed like that. You know, ever since I read about that, I've had awful nightmares. Well, I keep seeing my daughter as the victim, and she's got 3 children. It's terrible.
Oh, I certainly understand your nightmares.
You know, you just don't know your fate, do you? You can go just like that. Well, that's why I try to take some enjoyment out of every single day as it comes. Why, even remembering that dreadful, dreadful day, I just hold on to the memory of my grandchildren. Sound of children's laughter is just so good for the soul.
I know.
Yes.
I have a little girl myself.
Oh, here I am rambling on, and you probably want a 3rd degree me.
No, not quite that. As I recall, you said you were taking some pictures around the scene of the accident.
Well, yes, but I'm sure they're no good.
Why's that?
Well, the camera jumped just when I clicked.
It jumped.
Well, yes, sound of screeching tires, you know.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Mrs. Gilbert, do you have those pictures?
No. You know, I've been just too busy to go pick them up.
Well, would you mind very much if we picked them up? We'll pay for them.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that nice of you? Oh, but they wouldn't give it to you without your receipt.
Maybe you have the receipt.
Well, let's just take a look here and see. In here, what is it? Oh, Sally's phone number. I didn't know I'd written it. And what's it? Oh, double coupon I forgot to use. They were having a special on jumbo eggs last week, and I just forgot to use. Where is... Oh,
Take your time.
please. Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Yes. Now, is there anything else you want to grill me about?
No. Not a thing. And when we get the pictures, you can be assured that we'll get the negatives and the pictures back to you. Thank you.
You mean I'm free?
Absolutely. Thank you very much for coming in. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know what it is you want, but I certainly hope you find it.
Well, you don't know how much I hope.
Yeah. You know, young lady, after meeting you, I don't believe one word that Mark Carlin writes about you. Not one word. Oh.
Thank you very much, Mrs.
How much inventory would we have to carry if I wanted to put Warehouse B back into operation?
Got the figures right here.
Oh, good. Excuse me. Oh, hello. Yes. Oh, I can give him that invitation because he's right here. Yes, Mr. Lavery and a guest. Right. Okay. Thank you. Bye. There's the Quartermain butler extending an invitation to us, which also includes Anna, if you want to bring a guest, to a party at the Quartermains this evening.
What's the occasion?
It's certainly not social because he's also invited some HTI bigwigs.
Well, I didn't think it would be social, otherwise he wouldn't have invited me.
Edward's up to something I don't like. Don't like it.
He's one of your recent investors, isn't he?
Yeah. I wonder if he's gotten wind of that yet.
Of what?
This is just between you and me.
Of course.
Greta Ingstrom deposited $100,000 in her bank account the other day.
I didn't know the signs paid so well.
It doesn't. Besides, I know her background, and there's no way she could have accumulated that kind of money legitimately. And one of the reasons she left that outfit in Massachusetts was because it paid so poorly.
I see.
Well, I've got to find out what's going on over at HTI before Edward does. He's one crafty old fox, I'll give him that. That's about all.
But now that Edward's an investor, why should he get suspicious?
Well, I'm the one that could make him suspicious because we had some problems in another business venture, so he's pretty wary of me.
Should he be wary?
Well, let's put it this way, Duke. I'm an easy touch. I'm loyal to my friends. I'm kind to widows and orphans, but I don't sprout wings and I don't play a harp. Now, we could have one big problem on our hands with Edward.
In what way?
It's very simple. I've got to find out from Greta what's going on over at HTI before Edward does. If he pulls his money out of our syndicate, we lose HTI. So you might say that everything's at stake here.
I left the reports on the side there. You bring them back as soon as you're finished. Oh, my goodness. Wow, what a surprise.
I'm so glad it wasn't Captain Lewis.
Captain Lewis? Well, does he often come in and do this?
No. Well, he hasn't done it at all yet. Besides, he's happily married and does everything by the book.
Well, I don't do anything by the book. I'm not happily married as yet, but I am very much in love with this lady in my arms.
Mm. Why are you here? What brings you by?
Technically, I don't think I need a reason to come see you, do I?
No.
But it so happens I do have two things to tell you.
Good things?
Well, neither of them are bad. And one of them is not exactly earth-shaking, but the other is rather. Which would you like to hear first?
The not exactly earth-shaking one, I think.
All right. You and I have been invited to a party at the Quartermains this evening.
What? Why? Edward Quartermain doesn't like me. He's not a fan of mine.
Well, he's not a fan of mine either.
So why have we been invited to a party?
Edward Quartermain is very rapacious when it comes to money.
Oh, say that again.
Well, that's why. You see, he has invited everybody involved with HTI and all the members of the syndicate who have taken it over. And as I'm now involved, then hence the invitation.
I see.
But I would be delighted to call and offer them our regrets.
No, we'll go. I'd like to go. It'll be great. It'll be interesting. It'll be fun. We'll go. Besides, I have a new dress I want to wear. Robin keeps asking me when I'm going to wear it, so I'll wear it.
I think you look beautiful in anything you wear.
That's not strictly true.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Okay, if you insist.
I do. Now, the earth-shaking news.
Yeah, I hope it's something about us.
It is.
What is it?
Sean is a... Well, he's a very canny man.
Well, yes. He's a very canny man.
He has told me that my share of the profits from HTI will probably be more than enough to pay my debts.
When?
This summer.
Summer? Will you have a summer wedding?
If you like.
Yeah. Yes, I like. Yes, that's brilliant. It's wonderful. We can have a summer wedding. Oh, Robin will be thrilled.
What about you?
I'm ecstatic. What do you think? Can't you?
I can't find words to describe how I feel. But... And this is Sean talking now.
Yes.
I think we should be cautious.
But we both agreed he's very canny. It's all right. But I know what you're saying. Yes, we'll be cautious. We'll be very cautious. I promise.
I don't want any more disappointments for us.
Do you think there's any possibility? No.
Well, Sean says there may be something awry in HTI. But it's nothing that he can't handle.
Oh, I wonder.
What?
Well, it's just... I wonder if it's the problem that I spoke to Sean about.
I don't know.
Oh, anyway, I don't want to think about that right now. I just want to be very, very, very happy.
Fair enough.
We'll be cautious tomorrow, all right? Right now, I just want to savor the idea of being Mrs. Duke Lavery in the summer.
Okay. I'll be cautious tomorrow, too.
Mark, it looks like you just made the deadline for the afternoon edition.
Don't I always?
You're looking very self-satisfied.
This story is guaranteed to keep the old fire burning under Duke Lavery and Anna Devane.
Are you on firm ground?
Well, so far my source has been right on the money.
Any clue as yet to who your source is? I mean, I know you said she's a woman.
No ID so far.
I have a thought.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, you say that source refers to herself as a concerned Port Charles citizen, right?
Yeah, right.
But you suspect that there's more to her than that.
Yes, I do.
What do you say about this idea? Next time you're going to have a meeting with her in that empty warehouse, how about me tagging along? I mean, together we can nab her. Interested in the idea?
Well, at the moment, I'm more interested in how Lavery and Devane react to my article in the afternoon edition.
Let's throw caution to the wind for just one other moment.
All right, I'm willing.
Now, I want to touch lightly on where we're going to go for our honeymoon.
Scotland. You promised Scotland.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
Can I come too? I'd love to, you know.
And we're not wrapped up in each other's arms, then. Maybe we can do a little trout fishing.
I'd love to. I'd love to go trout fishing, yes. And you know, while we're being cautious, I just want you to know that this is the first time in a long time that we've talked happily about our future.
Well, good luck doesn't last forever, but neither does bad luck. Have you ever thought about it that
No,
way?
I haven't. But I will from now on. This past week has been just so horrible. All those crank calls. That article Mark Carlin wrote really set off some people. I hope they forget about it.
Thank God I listened to Sean's advice.
What did he say?
He said if I went after Carlin, I would only make the situation worse.
Yeah.
Now, when are you going to be able to go home and change into this beautiful new dress?
Well, I'm not going to be able to be beautiful for at least another few hours. I've got loads of work to do. I need some coffee.
Stay where you are. I shall get it for you. Then I should go back and get some work done, too.
All right. You'll get some fresh coffee in the squad room. Black, please.
Okay. At your service, madame.
Oh! Hello, is Frisco back in headquarters yet? Oh, he's in the photo lab? Okay, well, just tell him to call me as soon as he gets back. Please. Thank you. Yes, come in. What are you doing here?
And a very pleasant good afternoon to you, too, Chief Devane. I'm here to interview you, Chief.
I don't believe we have an appointment, Mr. Carlin.
I'd like to get your reactions to my first article in the paper. Surely you've read it.
I have only one thing to say to you, and that is get out of my office.
In a way, that is a reaction, you know.
Perfectly normal one.
A perfectly normal, angry reaction. That gives me something to go on.
This is not an interview.
Perhaps you'd like to accuse me of writing a pack of lies?
No comment.
Well, at least you might want to say there's no cover-up in the death of Angus Mackay.
Don't you put words in my mouth.
My source says there's a cover-up, but I'm perfectly willing to hear the truth from you if you wish to give it to me. I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? The truth. I mean, you tell me the truth, and if I have to, I will retract every word I've said.
When I have a statement to make, I will tell it to an honest newspaperman.
One who won't see through the cover-up.
No comment.
My source is unimpeachable. I will make mincemeat out of any statement you might happen to give to a so-called responsible reporter. No comment?
Just one.
Good. Should I get out my trusty notebook?
I wouldn't if I were you. If you're not out of this office on the count of 3, I'm having you arrested for trespassing.
I think you would.
I would. 1.
Well, I may report that.
I don't care what you do. 2.
Please, please. That's not necessary. I'll leave quietly. Here, a free complimentary copy of the early edition of this afternoon's paper. Enjoy. Free.
Who was that who just left your office?
Mark Carlin. Don't you dare. Leave it out.
I knew it was him. Look how upset you are.
It's gonna get worse. He just gave me this afternoon's paper and there's something about us in here. Why won't Chief Anna Devane come clean with the cover-up? What really happened to Angus Mackay?
I don't read any more.
What is the secret behind his death?
I said enough, and I'm going to forget Sean's advice.
No, don't. We've got to think straight on this. We have to ask ourselves questions.
Listen, when the chips are done, I am a street fighter. And maybe that's the only thing this Carlin fella's going to understand.
No, he's going to make things worse for me. Please, and Robin, we've got to consider her.
Okay. Okay, you say things straight.
Yes.
First question. Why is this man doing this?
I don't know. I mean, he obviously feels he has a major story, an expose.
And when and how did this get started? Was it something, did we say something? Did we do something?
No, I don't know. What could it be?
You're right. There's nothing. There is nothing.
See, it feels like a personal vendetta to me. And I can't work it out. I mean, I put some people behind bars, yes, but I've thought about it, and there is no connection.
You mean they know nothing about Angus's death?
Exactly.
What?
When Mark Carlin was here, he talked about a source. In fact, he mentioned it twice.
Do you think that's what started him out?
Yes, it has to be. I mean, it couldn't just come from his own head.
I agree.
Oh, I've read this article. I think that this source is giving him fresh information. Who is it? Who's doing this?
Volunteer with a wheelchair to unite for nurse station staff. Volunteer with a wheelchair united for nurse station staff.
He's going too far. How can I write this sort of stuff? It's just full of assumptions and innuendos.
No, don't read any more of it. After his first article came out, we made a pact, you remember? We promised not to let this Mark Carlin get to us. Now, we've got to make that stick. Okay? I promise you something else. I'm never going to let him hurt you. Never.
He's attacking Camellia, too.
There's nothing we can do about that now.
That's what really, really drives me crazy. Like, we can't just fight back. We can't say something to him. Just throw it back in his face.
You're wrong. We can.
What? Oh, what?
Come with me to the Quartermain's party tonight.
Oh, come on.
Come on, we'll show Carlin we're not going to buckle up under his lies and insinuations. Come on.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to.
Go home. Put on that new dress you told me about. Go on. It'll look ravishing.
Oh.
And then we'll go there. We'll show them all how we handle gossip and the lies. Please.
Yeah. You're right. Put it that way. Probably Mark Carlin. Yes? Hello? Yes. Excellent. Okay. Will you let me know if anything changes, Sam? Right. Thank you. With Sam, Frisco's found the make of the car that killed Tanya Jones, and he's trying to check with the computer now, see if he can find the owner. I want to stay here and see if he does.
You'll still come with me to the party, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put my frock on, my dress on. I feel like going to a party.
Okay. You go home when you finish and change. Call me when you're ready. I'll come pick you up. And remember, ravishing.
That was
the matter with this thing? Doesn't anything or anybody work around this place?
It's nobody's fault.
Now, don't give me excuses like that. Why don't we have another computer in this office that might be operating in case something breaks down? The computer's not working. That's what's happening.
Well, can't you use another one? What's the problem?
No, we can't use another one because there isn't another one in this office. That's why.
Sorry, Chief. They're all down, the whole system.
They're all down? Great. Well, why don't you do something about it instead of just standing there? Did you think about checking?
Maintenance is on it. They can't say when.
Don't give me that about maintenance, Will. You know those guys. They could blow this whole case for me.
It's nothing personal. It does happen, you know.
It's personal when I had my finger on the killer on me. What are you doing here? Why don't you call DMV or something, huh?
She can't.
Why can't she?
Look, Frisco, I'm just trying to tell you they close at 5. It's way past that now. It's dinner time.
Dinner time? Closed? Do you know how close I am to this? Don't give me excuses
Look,
like
you're
that.
not the only one.
Both of you, now stop it. Sam, I want you to put out a new APB on that car. I want you to check with all the foreign mechanics and any dealers. I know it's late, they might be closed, but it's worth a try. Done. Would you set up patrols, checking all the side streets and driveways, and then I want you to take a dinner break on the department. You and Sam. And you could do with one, too.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. You're out of line. Losing your temper is one thing. Losing your perspective is another. It's just a computer. Listen to me. It's a computer, right? There are other ways to proceed. It shouldn't throw you.
You're right. I have no excuse.
Frisco, I understand your feelings. Thank you. If you can't control them and put them aside and concentrate on finding Tanya's killer, I'm going to have to put someone else on this case. Do you understand that?
I'll be fine. Don't do that, please. I'm so close. Please.
I have to go somewhere, all right? Do you want me to stay? I can stay with you on the...
No, I'm fine. I can handle it. I'm fine.
Just take it easy. Chief, didn't mean anything. Just upset.
Just had to blow off some steam.
All right. Keep your eye on him, will you? Keep me posted. I'm going to be at the courting aids tonight. If anything happens, just let me know. So I'm really glad we came.
You know, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
I was about to say the same thing.
Hi.
Oh, thank you.
Mark Carlin should see you now.
When are you going to marry?
Mark Carlin? Sorry, I've never heard of him.
Really?
Duke promised that he can't touch us, and I'd like to believe that.
Carlin. I've never heard of him either.
Very much. Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
You know, Duke, I think that somebody must be feeding Carlin his information. How else could he find out what he knows?
And he'll keep digging until he uncovers the secret. Then what? Look at her, Sean. I love to see her look so happy.
No one deserves it more.
Yeah, she's been through a great deal. I don't want to put her through any more.
That woman will go through anything. That's how much she loves you.
Yes, I know that. That's why I've tried to protect her. It's so hard for the past couple of months. I don't want it to be in vain now. I'm going to stop Carlin before it's too late.
I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Let it go. Don't confront Carlin. All you're going to do is add fuel to his fire. That means that Anna's going to be burned twice as much. They both could.
Coming. Hello.
Hi.
The man I wanted to see.
I never get tired of hearing you say that.
Oh, gosh, it's such a gorgeous day. I feel great. Aren't you supposed to be seeing Sean this morning?
Yeah, I have a meeting about HTI shipping procedures.
Oh, okay.
Can I come in?
Yeah. Oh. Do you want to get the paper for me?
No, you can get it later.
Have you read it?
I've seen it.
You didn't like what you saw. Well, neither will I. But,
Well,
I'm going to have to read it eventually. Come on.
There are 2 letters to the editor. Both praising Mark Carlin for his groundbreaking expose of corruption in Port Charles Police Department.
No.
I'm afraid that's not all.
What else?
There's an op-ed cartoon.
I mean, it's the big bad wolf in Red Riding Hood, I suppose.
It's pretty close, yeah. Both showing Chief Devane slamming shut a large iron gate labeled Devane Gate. keeping out both the public and the press.
Devane Gate. As in Watergate.
It's the general idea, yeah.
I thought this entire campaign with Mark Carlin would just wear itself out.
On the contrary, it seems like it's just beginning to heat up.
Yeah. Into a prairie fire.
Who's here, Mommy?
It's Uncle Duke, darling.
Oh, Duke!
Hey.
Hello.
A little hug before you go to school.
Is there something wrong?
No, darling. Everything's fine, honestly.
Andiamo, bambine, eh? We gotta go to school, no?
Yes, you don't want to be late for school.
What's the matter, Mommy?
Nothing's the matter.
Usually you're glad to see Uncle Duke.
Of course I'm glad to see Uncle Duke, sweetheart.
Something's wrong.
Well, someone wrote something very silly in the newspaper.
About you?
Yes, about me. But none of it's true, and we're going to get it all straightened out, okay?
Andiamo, bambine. We are going to be late.
Have you got your homework, sweetheart?
Yes.
It's
Hey.
in the kitchen.
How about a special spaghetti dinner tonight?
Really?
Yeah, well, ask the boss.
Oh, that's me, right.
Can we, Mommy, please?
Do you have anything planned for tonight?
Oh, just macaroni and... it can wait till tomorrow.
Macaroni and spaghetti tonight. I'm going to get so fat.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Yes, we'll have spaghetti tonight. That'll be great.
Yay!
Come on, darling. You don't want to be late.
Okay.
See you later, sweetie.
Bye, Mommy. Bye, Uncle Duke.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Well, I better get ready myself to go to work.
What about the 2 letters, Anna?
It'll pass. I think we just have to be patient.
Well, okay, but, you know, when a fire's about to destroy the entire forest, then I don't think you can be patient, really.
What do you suggest, then?
Well, action. You know, put the fire on.
How?
We could respond to the letters ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. It's a good idea.
Okay, I gotta get going.
Well, why don't you pop by at lunchtime and I'll see if I can write a letter.
Okay, I've got a busy morning, but I'll try.
Right, bye.
Hi, I'm Mark Carlin, Mr. Donnelly, with the Herald.
Well,
I was glad to hear about your taking over HDI.
I didn't know that your beat was business, Mr. Carlin. I thought it was fiction.
That's right. You're a friend of Anna Devane, the chief of police?
Yes, very good friend.
Well, whatever you might think of my articles on the chief, I still think Port Charles needs first-class industrial plants like yours.
I'm sure Mr. Donnelly agrees with you. Wolfgang von Schuler, an associate.
I've heard about you. You know, I'd be glad to do a piece in the paper about your company.
That's very kind of you. I will speak to my public relations department. They'll be in touch.
Nice meeting you.
You know, for 2 cents, I'd probably... No, never mind. Just be careful what you say around that guy. He'll do anything to print newspapers.
Forget about him. I'm more interested in hearing the details of your sleazy plan to trap Dr. Engstrom.
Oh, my sleazy plan. Thank you very much. Well, the next step in our sleazy plan is to slip the phony documents into Greta's in-basket. It'll be addressed to the Defense Department. Top secret. She'll think it's a lucky mistake, that's all.
So, if that information shows up in certain foreign channels...
The WSB will let me know.
And we can be sure that Greta Engstrom is responsible. What if she does not rise to the bait?
We'll try again or think of some other kind of lure. She's very clever. Mm-hmm. How are your pancakes? Excellent. Oh, by the way, I want all those kept very quiet.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't want Denby or anyone else to know what we're up to.
Denby especially would run directly back to Quartermain.
And we need that like a hole in the head, believe me.
Hey, is there anything else you need here?
Yeah, Ruby, raspberry syrup this time.
And some applesauce.
Coming up.
I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Well, I have to talk to you. It's important.
It always is important.
No, it really is.
What is it?
Well, good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
I don't have time for all this garden party
I
chit-chat.
know.
Maybe you have to say it over.
All right, do you know that reporter, Mark Harlan?
Yes.
Well, he's been after me.
What does he want?
An interview for the Herald.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Good, keep it down.
Well, Duke, I was just wondering how is all this affecting your relationship with Adam?
Why should it affect anything?
I'm just worried, that's all.
Well, you can stop worrying.
Duke, that's impossible. Isn't it time that you confided in me? About whatever I need to know in order to protect your future with Anna.
Why don't you leave that up to me?
Duke, I have to know why Angus took his life, or if he was forced to. I've got to know what that secret is that he died to protect.
Angus died to protect you. Why don't you just let it go? And you stay away from Mark Carlin because he's poison. And I'm already late for an important meeting at Kelly's.
World-class coffee, I assure you.
Thank you.
It was quite a party at the Quartermains the other evening.
Oh, yes, Edward is known far and wide for his hospitality.
And for planting bugs on his guests.
Oh, you can't blame a man for wondering what people are going to say. It's just that Edward likes to take the guesswork away.
Until you so efficaciously took away the bug.
No, actually, it was quite easy.
It seems that Denby is quite strongly in Edward's camp.
Well, that's because he thinks it's going to make him chairman of the board of HTI. That's why. Oh, Duke, glad you're here. How you doing?
Sorry I'm late.
Did you have your breakfast?
Yeah, I did. Listen, I've worked out the preliminary budget. I also took the extra time to calculate the cost of making sure there was no leakage of toxic materials.
Oh, great.
I'd like to see those figures.
Hi there, Duke. Can I get you something?
Good morning. Cup of tea, thanks.
Sure.
Thank you, Ruby.
Very good.
Well, isn't this interesting? Our newest industrialist hobnobbing with Mr. Duke Lavery.
I don't think that's any of your business, Carlin.
Well, it might be, especially if your new company turns out to be already in trouble. I'm talking about possible mob connections with
take a little walk?
HTI?
Now, wait a minute. Just you watch your mouth. I've had it with you and your brand of freedom of the press.
I've been threatened by experts, Lavery.
Yeah, I bet you probably asked for it.
All right, don't. Just let it go, all right? Come on. Let's get out.
Could the mob possibly be taking over the takeover? I wonder if our clever chief of police has thought of that possibility.
Leave on it. Wait,
Hey! Hands off me. Come on.
Let's go.
I'll take a little piece of you, buddy.
Come on. Be a fool about this. All he's trying to do is make you break your parole, that's all.
You're right.
Okay. Take it easy.
I'm sorry.
There are very serious repercussions.
Well, I can assure you this won't happen again.
Sure, Bob. Did a great job with that budget, didn't you?
Yes, I'd certainly have to agree with that.
Wolfgang and I will study this personally. In the meantime, you go ahead with that extra equipment for the warehouse.
Yeah, I will.
And forget about Carlin. Okay?
Okay.
Sum it up.
Okay. Listen to this. The public has a right to know, but the duty of a newspaper...
Responsible newspaper.
Oh, that's good. Responsible newspaper. But the duty of a responsible newspaper is to report the news, not to create it.
Yeah, that's good.
It just sits there on the page there, doesn't it? What did you get?
I'm hitting them from the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
The people have a right to be protected by the law enforcement agency. When this agency is harassed by irresponsible headline grabbers in the media, we're more interested in boosting circulation than...
Then what?
As far as I got.
Oh. That's very good.
I don't think so.
We'll start again.
Why don't we write separate letters?
Why?
Well, I don't want to write something that's stupid and then have you take the rap for it.
Well, I'm the one coming up with stupid letters.
Don't cry.
Robin, come here.
Mommy.
Darling, what is it? What is it, sweetheart? What? Pardon? What did they say?
Said awful things about you.
About me? What did they say?
They kept
Tell me, darling. Come on, it's all right.
Can't.
Tell me, sweetheart.
It's a gangster's mall.
Did you have nice soup, darling?
Grandma made it.
Oh, I know. She makes great soup, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
ready to go to school?
Sure.
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Just you ignore what those kids say about me, okay? Because I'll have to stop soon.
Why don't you stick with your good buddies for the next few days, huh? We've all got to go through this at some time in our lives. And, you know, when you get older, you're going to sit around and chat, and you'll talk about all the bad guys.
That's right, you will.
You know, it's funny, though. When we do get older, it's always the bad guys we remember.
Yeah. When I was at school, there was this ghastly little girl with green teeth that would stand outside the school gates ready to beat me up.
Really?
Every day.
Well, didn't you stay home from school?
No, I didn't. She was a horrible little thing. Wonder what happened to her.
Well, she probably became a dental hygienist. And
oh, dear.
Don't you let them see that you're frightened now.
I won't.
Gotta be tough.
And brave.
Like you, Mommy.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll try.
It's my girl. Oh, I love you. Come on.
Love you too.
Andiamo.
Got everything got...
Brava, Robin. Brava, brava.
Bye, Mommy. Bye.
Bye-bye, darling.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget we're having spaghetti tonight.
Okay.
Straight to school now.
Bye-bye.
Damn it.
It's so ugly.
Yeah, it's ugly when my past creates problems for you, but it's an intolerable when it upsets Robin.
Hello? Yes. Yes? Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, tell him I'll call him when I get back to the office. Thanks, Guy. Bye. Captain Lewis. Mr. Stoller of the Police Review Board came by and, he says he's very upset by what's been written in the newspapers and wants to see me.
Police Review Board.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Don't try to stop me.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna do what I had to do.
Dude, please don't!
Mr. Carlin? Yeah, I have to see you right away.
Just a minute. Red, I'm setting up a meeting with my source.
All right. Great work. I want to meet her, but make it for tomorrow, though. I'm up to my eyeballs.
How about tomorrow?
Can't you make it tonight?
No, I'm sorry. Has to be tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Camellia? Oh, just thought you'd like to know. Corey Blythe is still hanging in there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, his status hasn't changed, though. He's still critical.
Are his parents still with him?
Yes, of course, and I'm very concerned about them. It was hard enough for them to handle their son having to undergo major surgery. Then to find out he was a hit-and-run driver who killed Tanya. I'm afraid we have a family in crisis here.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
Yeah.
Well, why don't I go see if I can help?
Oh, thanks. That's very thoughtful. All right.
Yeah, it's happening for me, man. I'm about to hit it very big. I said big. So what the hell do you think you're doing?
What the hell do you think you're doing? Throwing filth all over Anna Devane?
I write the facts, Lavery, as I see them. That's my job.
Your job is not to manufacture lies.
I'm sorry, you can't stomach the truth.
And what do you know about truth?
A hell of a sight more than an ex-con like you. The public has a right to know what's going on in this town.
You know what? To knock your head off your shoulders and split it wide open and let the public see what's inside it.
Oh, yeah? Well, what makes you think you're man enough?
Oh, I'm man enough.
Well, yeah, go for it, Duke, baby. Take your best shot.
You know, I don't think I want to dirty my hands on a low-life liar like you.
I am no liar.
A liar, a hack, and worse.
Oh, keep it up.
You're a parasite. You live off the blood of your betters.
Okay, so let's hear it again. Yeah.
I told you we were having an argument.
There's some argument.
I didn't hit him until he struck me. Then I had to defend myself.
Ridiculous thing I've ever seen. You sure that's the way it happened?
Absolutely. He hit me first. When he comes charging in here, he just starts shooting off his mouth. He's uninvited. Comes in right off the street.
Yeah?
I mean, he starts the whole fracas.
Is that the way you saw it?
You got it. Look, I want to press charges, officer. I want to charge Duke Lavery with assault, battery, and willful destruction of private property.
You'll have to come down to headquarters if you want to file.
That's
All right, you're under arrest. It's my duty to inform you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can.
Why don't you just save it? Get me down there as soon as possible. I want to talk to my lawyer.
Come on.
This is turning into a real blockbuster, kiddo. You got yourself one hell of a story.
Yeah, got myself one hell of an office, too. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
All right, keep trying to reach Mr. Lavery for me, please. I'm at my desk. Thank you. Yeah, come in.
Chief Devane?
Mr. Stoller. Guy, what can I do for you?
Mr. Stoller's here on behalf of the Port Charles Police Review Board. He asked me to be here.
I see. Is there something I can do for the board?
Yes. You can answer some questions.
Well, we usually discuss departmental matters at the monthly meeting.
I'm not here about departmental matters, Miss Devane. My questions concern yourself, personally.
And they're not questions about my health, I assume.
You assume right.
What is all this about?
Those articles in the Herald, they're very disturbing to the board. I want to know about your investigation into the death of Angus Mackay.
Here to book Duke Lavery on assault, destruction of property.
Who's pressing charges?
Mark Carlin, Ray Gibbons.
Liar. Furthermore, it's not only the police board who want answers from you, Miss Devane. We've had a barrage of complaints from the public in response to those newspaper articles.
Really? I'm curious, Mr. Stoller, as to how you've been answering those complaints.
Oh, we've responded appropriately, I assure you. We've let it be known that we're investigating the situation.
Oh, thereby lending credence to all the distortions in the Herald.
If there are any distortions, we'll know soon enough. That is, if you would just simmer down long enough to answer some
I can
questions.
insist that this come up at the monthly meeting.
Excuse me, but look, this is just an informal session just to discuss the innuendos that you didn't properly investigate Angus Mackay's death. This may be the only meeting we need.
The charges in the Herald are all untrue. This Mr. Carlin is on some kind of witch hunt.
You can clear the record, then.
Well, I think that my record speaks for itself.
Anna, Mr. Stoller wants facts. I mean, he's got to take something back to the board.
The circumstances surrounding Angus Mackay's death are all a matter of public record. All the facts point towards suicide.
So I gather. Would you mind telling me how much time you spent investigating Mackay's death?
1 day.
1 day?
Yes.
Well, I find that strange.
It was sufficient time under the circumstances.
I wish I could take that on faith, but I can't. Now, that's not your style, Miss Devane. See, I've studied the files on your past performances, and if anything, the press has accused you of taking inordinate amounts of time on various murder cases.
True, and it's for good reason, and the results have shown themselves. We're not discussing a murder case here. There were eyewitnesses at Angus Mackay's death. He told them that he'd taken his own life.
A suicide which happens to take place on the day of an attempted prison break?
Yes.
Well, wasn't your curiosity piqued to know that Angus's guard was knocked unconscious?
Oh, you're insulting me, Mr. Stoller.
Sorry, but I can find no justification in your having taken so little time on that investigation.
I told you that there were eyewitnesses present. I based my decision on the facts that they told me.
Who were the eyewitnesses?
Camelia Mackay and Duke Lavery.
You'll each have to sign on the charges.
Gladly.
Ditto.
Now, who wants to be the first to do the honors?
You gonna pull rank on me?
You go ahead. You took the punches.
Yeah, my only regret is I didn't throw the first punch.
Oh, he's lying through his teeth.
Your tough luck, Lavery. City room people back Mark's version.
Yeah, and they all work for you, Gibbons.
Yeah, and I rely on their accuracy. Here's the signatures. You need us for anything else?
No, you can go.
Well, let's get back. Maybe the elves have cleaned up that mess in the office.
Office? Hell, what about my face?
We're good in court. Living proof.
You guys will both hear from the DA when the time comes.
Sleazebags. Don't even trust the weather report that got on that rag.
Oh, come on, we got some more paperwork to fill out.
Just like old home week, ain't it, fella?
Same accommodations as last time. The old cell's waiting for you.
Well, the elves didn't show.
Lucky for us. Just the man I wanted to see. Those photos you took earlier, are they developed yet?
Hot off the developing rack.
Well, you look pleased.
Pleased. I'm ecstatic. Take a look. Duke Lavery in handcuffs. Your bruised face in black and white. The office in a shambles.
And here, take a look at these two.
They're all good. They'll make a great spread for the front page for tomorrow's edition.
That'll take up the whole front page.
I'll save space for your deathless prose.
Meaning what?
You'll see. Everybody, come on in here. Okay, we're scrapping the front page of tomorrow morning's edition. There's been a change in plans.
Oh, that'll be a novelty. No front page.
You're cute.
No, I like it. The less rewrite I have to do, the better.
What's going on, Ray?
Duke Lavery's played right into our hands. We use a full spread of what happened here at today's tea party with Lavery. Mark's column for tomorrow will be his version of what went on.
Ray,
listen, I'm putting your column on the front page with the photos. Don't change a word.
I've got the headline, Ray.
Put it in writing. Now, I want you to take a few more pictures of this mess before they clean it up. And file them.
Ray, can I talk to you for a second?
Would you smile? What's the matter with you? You're a hero.
Don't you think you're carrying this thing a little too far?
Too far? I just started. This story ain't over yet.
Yeah, well, maybe you better reconsider.
What are you talking about?
Well, the more I think about it, the less I'm sure Lavery threw the first punch.
Wait a minute. Just keep your voice down. What the hell are you telling me?
Maybe I did hit him first.
Well, I'll just pretend I didn't hear that.
But we can't be.
There's no buts. There's no turning back. We've already pressed charges. Look, you're a little confused, and it's understandable with the beating you took.
I don't know, Ray.
Well, it's clear to me Lavery came down here in a rage, okay? You threw the first punch, all right. When you wrote that first column about him and Devane.
I didn't think it would steamroll this fast.
Yeah, well, there's no turning back now, because the paper tomorrow is going to bring a flood tide of letters from the governor and the state police commission. And I can guarantee you, there's going to be an investigation.
Okay, let the bureaucrats take it from here.
With the continuing help of our star newsman, Mark Carlin. For God's sakes! This is a story every newsman wants. Now go for it.
Okay, you got it.
Everybody, come on, let's go.
Let me ask you this.
No. I've answered all the questions I'm going to. I have nothing more to say.
I'm not through yet. I have one final question.
What is it?
Is it true that you and Duke Lavery are engaged?
Yes.
That accounts for a lot.
No, my personal life has nothing to do with this.
That remains to be seen.
If you're questioning my judgment, Mr. Stoller, I suggest you speak to the people who work for me.
Oh, I'm not looking for demonstrations of loyalty. I am looking for facts. Now, those newspaper articles link your relationship with Duke Lavery to a cover-up. Now, you tell me, did your fiancé influence you?
No. I object to this line of questioning.
And Mr. Stoller's only trying to...
I know what he's trying to do.
You seem to forget that the review board is required by charter to oversee you and your department. Now, the board has to get tough. Let the chips fall where they may.
Does this charter of yours also direct you to respond to any hike drawn up to sell newspapers?
You're in the same shoes as Caesar's wife, I'm afraid. You must remain above suspicion, you and all the other cops. And the higher the rank, the more you're under scrutiny.
I took my oath, Mr. Stoller.
So did your former co-chief, Bert Ramsey, before he became head of the mob.
I'm not Bert Ramsey. You want an investigation? All right, you go ahead. You're not going to find out anything about Duke Lavery and me.
I'll make my report to the board. I am sure we'll be in touch.